Hey everyone, Vinayak here. I have a couple of Activepixel cameras and each of them have their own storage. The microSD cards are on the camera, so if anyone does damage the camera or steals it, we lose all our recordings. And Activepixel have their new wireless NVR or network video recorder available, and I bought one to test out. So how well does it work? Let's check it out. This is the Activepixel 8-channel wireless NVR. Not much on the box except for this sticker detailing the model and the power requirements. Opening it up, we have a thank you for purchasing card from Activepixel and Amazon, this little USB optical mouse, the power adapter, and here's the main NVR. Looks just like a router with these two antennas at the back. Behind we have the power port, a microSD card slot, a HDMI out, Ethernet port, USB-A port, and a reset button. On the bottom we have the sliding cover which have rubber feet on it which would help keep it in place. Sliding the cover off, we find within a SATA data and power port. This section accepts 2.5-inch hard drives and I'm using this 1TB laptop HDD. These connectors on the drive match up with the ports on the NVR. Line them up and slide it in. That's it, now we have a 1TB drive to record footage of the cameras. Note, only 2.5-inch drives fit within. I seem to be having a problem with the bottom cover. It doesn't fit anymore. I'll take care of that later. For now, let's set the NVR up. The power cord looks moderately long, around 3 feet. Plug in the power to the NVR and Ethernet too. Ethernet is required if you wish to view the feed on your phone as it would need internet. But connections to the cameras are wireless. I was trying to set it up via the phone and then I remembered it has its own interface which is accessible via HDMI, which has to be set up first before we can view it on the phone. So here's the screen we are greeted with once connected to the monitor. I have actually connected it to my TV. Using the mouse provided, connected to the USB port on the back, we can navigate the NVR's interface. Standard settings such as time zone, the time, date format, time format can be set here. Next screen, we set up the username and password. All NVR settings are available via the interface. Under the main menu, we have IP channel, that's where you would set up your cameras. Playback allows viewing earlier recordings that's stored on your NVR. Then we have the recording configuration, network settings, and date time settings. In system settings, you have the options to set up the display resolution, your accounts. Alarm settings are where you would set up your recordings as per the trigger. We also have the option to send an alarm if any abnormality such as no storage, no video, or an alarm is sent via the cameras. Advanced settings have the storage settings. You can see the hard drive here, manage firmware, check logs, and more. The process to set up the cameras is quite easy. If you have existing cameras, you will need to factory reset them. If new, just power them up. Using the quick pair option, the NVR scans for cameras and they are added to the list below automatically. If you are having problems with any camera, just factory reset and run quick pair again. These are all the connected cameras I have with me and all of them are set up without a hitch. The NVR has a separate IP series as the cameras connect to it. 172.25.123 series instead of the 192.168.0 series. That's how you know if the camera is connected directly and not via your existing Wi-Fi. We can view older recordings via the playback screen, nice and responsive. The cameras connect to the NVR and the NVR via the wired connection displays the feed from the cameras on the phone. We have lights here on the NVR which shows how many cameras are currently connected. I have 4 lights on as I have 4 cameras connected. If one of the lights are blinking, it might be due to a connection error with the camera or it was not set up properly. This is a great option to move the recordings of the cameras onto a location within the house. So if the camera is stolen, we still have the recordings. The NVR supports cameras that work with the ICC or XMI app. Here we go. We have access to all the views. We have the option to view older recordings. PTZ or pan-tilt zoom cameras can also be controlled via the app. We can also set the stream to be HD quality or HD for smooth playback. I am using this Logitech K400 keyboard and its mouse works wirelessly, but the keyboard cannot be used to type, which would have been great especially for passwords. As I have a few Activepixel cameras, this worked out for me. There were connectivity issues at times, and some cameras, even though they are on, don't connect to the NVR, and if they are not visible on screen, they're not being recorded. The main cameras that I wanted recorded at least always stay connected, and having a 1 TB storage, it's great and it's enough storage for all the cameras together. I do have the NVR set to overwrite, so it would delete the oldest recording to make space for the new one. So no fear of the storage getting full. And you will need to add your own HDD or microSD card to record, which is a separate investment and is standard on most NVRs. The setup is quite easy and the system was ready in a few minutes, and if you don't want to view the recordings on the phone, you can always hook it up to a TV and view it directly without having internet. So that's great too. So that was the video. Make sure to like, subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.